Turns out that there are actually a few other dishes to be noted in Vanilla Plate Up that I hadn't necessarily known about. Oops. Just keep putting tomatoes in. Just keep putting in the tomatoes. More tomatoes! So each customer is going to want 4 spaghettis. I found myself to be a fan of necessitating that customers have a specific number of a food instead of a variable amount. Variable amount can be fun for like random chance and whatnot, but making customers have a specific amount is nicer for, you know, specifics and all that. One, two, three, four. Five. 6. 7. 8. And yes, I'm definitely going to be needing some, like, combiners and grabbers and all of that other stuff. So I still need to make 8 bloody more. Let's wash the rest of these here dishes. I 1000% need some grabbers. Gosh, no, I'm not gonna be even trying to do this with 10. Or, like, okay, maybe we could do 5 each. No possible way could we do 10 each. And yes, I started off with a magic spring, so I wouldn't have to keep filling that full of water over and over again. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. At least throw out the trash. Okay, science machine we definitively want to buy. So what else do we want to buy? So we could upgrade dining table to metal table, so if we get sides, yeah, that'd be a good idea. So we also want another cabinet and start putting conveyors in. Whenever we find them. Yeah, this will take just a little bit of time. A sink we could potentially also upgrade. Ooh, definitely want some of those combiners to be nice and discounted. Okay, so here's a conveyor that we desperately want. We want another blueprint cabinet. We'll find one eventually. Theoretically, it's bound to come up at some point or another. Some when, somehow, or at some other time, somewhere, eventually. Theoretically, potentially. Type station, no. Gosh, there's just one person doing this. It takes forever. Oh, look, a science machine we could try to upgrade. If only we had a blueprint cabinet. More science machines before we find more blueprint cabinets. What's up with that? Yeah, I know, maybe we should have started with the copy desk instead of a discount desk, so we could have had one extra blueprint for today, and blah, 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 but instead, there we go. Okay, so we don't want a new bin. Gas limiter, no. Gas limiter, no. Combiner. Do we just want to discount a combiner? I feel like we want a science desk to turn into a copy desk. I feel like that's what we want here. Coffee table could be nice, but... where's our science desk? In the science world. Blueprint cabinet in the blueprint cabinet. We used to do that from time to time. We haven't really done that in quite a while, huh? Out of all of the mods that we've gotten over the years, the most OP one has been the Infinite Reroll Blueprints one. You cannot tell me that this hasn't had a huge impact on the way we play. Most of the gameplay now is just sitting here, rerolling blueprints over and over and over and over. Hoping that maybe eventually, in theory, we might just happen to get to somewhere or other to get what we want. Yes, phones. A mop. A sink. A doorstop. Where is it going to be? No, no dish rack. No. No. Still no. Also still no. No. Really? They start coming in pretty commonly. And now that we finally have the place to put it into, it's just not showing up at all anymore. Why? Do we just get a combiner just to discount instead? Because that's going to do that for that sake. That's going to do that for that sake. Plate scan autoplater. I don't see that being such a big help. Maybe eventually. More blueprint cabinets. Maybe we do just get a combiner. Because I guess we're not getting the copy desk for some reason. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're not getting the fire extinguisher. We don't need stompies or display stand. The next useful thing. Portioner. Wait, portioner. Portioner can be useful, even if we don't necessarily want one. Portioner can at least be used eventually, but a combiner would be useful more quickly. Breadsticks, no. I don't think we need extra tomatoes. Oh my gosh. It won't even give us a combiner anymore. A conveyor belt. A science desk. Coffee table? Fine. Coffee table. Three groups of customers. I still remember the big update that gave us the enchanting desk and a bunch of items, most of which are not useful, but a few of them were useful. And then there basically hasn't been another big update since then. There's been like small updates, like, oh hey, you can have like, you know, Flowers restaurant and stuff. It's like, yeah, that's basically to the level of like just a normal mod, really. When's the next one that's going to be like, you know, big and give us like a lot of stuff? And then they're just like, how about we just don't do that? And instead, no. We give you like a new style of restaurant. Like, yeah, that could have been a mod. We'll give you tacos. Like, yeah, that was a mod. Wow, 3 groups of 1. How thoughtful. Easy. Day isn't actually over yet. There we go. Okay, yes, the grabber. 1,000,000,000,000% that. Totally forgot to set this. So let's try that again. And you know what? Let's sell 2 of these basic tables as well. I don't think we need necessarily a freezer, so that's all fine and good. Coffee tables, whatever. We're looking for the science desk. That's what, there we go, the science machine. turn this into a copy desk. We do want another blueprint station, another blueprint cabinet, but also we want, let's see, a conveyor belt. Do we want another... I don't think we want the blueprint tables. Those are fun to just use a bunch of, though. Yeah, look at all these science machines. So what we want are conveyors. So we want the conveyors, and we want another blueprint machine. Blueprint cabinet. And what do we want to upgrade / discount? I'm not actually sure. The conveyor would have been a good idea, though. We don't need stabby stick. What? Let's just put a conveyor in. Let's just upgrade our sink. Just a flat upgrade of it, yeah. Alright, so... that, and that. Oh, wait, no. There we go. Board groups. 3 of which will be fine inside to start off. So we can spend a bit of time just doing this for a little while. Okay. Yeah. Do this 4 times. We're playing with this orange. She insists that her entire daily work is just running the desks, but it's like... that's not exactly a lot of work. Like, yeah, I'll run the desks, and also serve all the customers. Oh, we should look at this. The last group can wait outside for a few moments. Was that 2? Number 3. Yeah, not nearly as fast as a nice power sink, but what do you really expect, right? Yeah, they're starting to lose patience pretty fast, just waiting outside for an open spot to show up. Do restaurants actually utilize this, like, coffee table type stuff? Like, I've had restaurants where, like, I've been to restaurants where it's like, oh, we don't have an open table, you're gonna have to wait, and stuff. There's either a little, tiny little entrance area and you have to wait in there, or else, like, like, oh, just go outside, like... just, yeah, you can go around outside and talk to the other people waiting, or, you know, the people in your reservation, and you just wait for it, you know, some amount of time, and here's a buzzer to let you know. But yeah, basically waiting at the door, outside the door, for a table to be ready. But are there restaurants that's like, oh yeah, come inside here, have a nice little sit down. No, we can't actually take your order yet, because this isn't like an eating table. This is just for you to wait. I mean, it says coffee table. It's like, can we get you started on some drinks, maybe? And then you can bring your drinks with you when we actually get you a proper table. You can serve it. It's like, why would a restaurant do that? And it's like, oh yeah, here's some tables you can sit at. We get you drinks, but we can't feed you here for some reason. Why not just make that table be one where they could just feed you? Like, I understand, oh, you know, we're too busy right now to serve customers, you're gonna have to wait a bit till the table opens up. I understand it. But, like, here's a table that you can sit at, but we can't serve you, because while we have table space, and we, like, arrange for there to be enough table space, we don't have, like, the servers to serve you. It's like, gee, can I talk to your manager and tell them to, like, hire more people? Like, I've never done a job as, like, wait staff before, but I don't know, I get... Like, if you're that, like, short on people that you have tables but nobody to serve at, screw it, I'll take the job. I'll be a waitress. I can try. Hi, I'm Claire. I'll be a waitress today. No, I'm not in uniform. I just started. Because we don't have enough people. Right, let's begin. Add to pot with the cooked mince. And cook. Ah. And I didn't take out the other main dish. No! Okay, so copy desk. These two. So this is smart grabber. This is rotating grabber. This also wants that. So those two need to be upgraded. This is not being copied. Okay. If we do get another coffee table, though, then at the very least we'll have, you know, extras there. I don't think we need a prep... Actually, getting a smart grabber here and then putting down, like, a frozen prep station, so it's like boom, 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 so we just have, like, 4 of that just ready at all times. Does sound pretty useful. Why am I walking? I could be in crane mode right now. Also, selling this for an extra 10 monies. Sounds like a decent opportunity. Could get another coffee table. I don't think we necessarily need it. We do need another blueprint cabinet. If we could find one, maybe. There we go. Just start complaining and it tends to work out. So if we could upgrade the sink, that would be nice. We're already going to get a frozen prep station. I don't think we need another one. A combiner. So a smart grabber to grab out the tomato sauce. Like a rotating grabber or something. Like just a grabber to put the, yeah, just a grabber to put the pasta into a combiner would be useful. And then perhaps a portioner afterwards. So if we get one more combiner is more useful than a portioner. But yeah, a portioner. Honestly, portioner into another frozen prep station. Because if you think about it, right? we portion into another one, that could do some nice work. If we do all of that, but then we do that. So if we portion, and then another grabber into another frozen prep station, in which case it sounds like we have time for an extra day. Because we can always just buy the combiner or the portioner. We don't necessarily need to blueprint cabinet them. And I mean, at that point, we might as well just have it be in a place that maybe gets auto-plated onto. Oh, there was the portioner that I was mentioning, wanting. Or I could grab a dumbwaiter and start working on getting a teleporter to be affordable. The dumbwaiter as an item is really interesting. Of course, only really useful in multiplayer, but it is a very interesting item. But it's absolutely outshone by a teleporter. But the dumbwaiter is an interesting item. I don't want to make it seem like it isn't. There's a dumbwaiter there, and I totally rolled past it. Hopefully, I notice it again, because normally I don't really care so much about the dumbwaiters. Okay, so I could portion it. No, I think working towards a teleporter. Oh, right, one of the mods is that when you, like, look at an item, when you look at a blueprint that you can upgrade, it'll tell you what it can upgrade into. Because, like, playing vanilla, and it's like, oh, this item can be upgraded, I don't know what it will become. And it's like, oh, you upgrade a thing, and it just becomes something random. It's like, no, it becomes something related. Table becomes table. Combiner becomes grabber, and oh my gosh, grabbers are useful, but then you can upgrade them again, and because normally you have the, like, upgrade table, but you don't typically have the copy desk or the discount desk. Which, on their own, are also very useful things. Got 13 table uses. 11 left. 10 more. Nine more table uses. 8. So yeah, this is where having like an extra person here just to run the tables would be useful, so I could just be here serving all the customers, and Azura's job is hold down the upgrade button. How much of my total playtime of playing PlateUp is just hold down the upgrade button? I will say I am oddly looking forward to doing a run of PlateUp that is just pure vanilla. Not even any of the comfort mods or anything, just everything at complete base vanilla modless style. Because, like I mentioned earlier, there have been some actual upgrades to the game since I had started playing. So those are base game, technically, and would still be in there. I feel like I am good enough at the game now that it's like, when I first started playing, didn't really know the game too well, Didn't really know all the best strategies or whatever. Getting to day 5 was a bit of an accomplishment, let alone getting all the way to day 15. That seemed like, oh my gosh, you have to be really good at the game to do that. I feel like I could get to day 15 pretty reliably now. Before I really started getting into mods, I could do it. On a rather consistent basis. There's a cat in my face. There, now I have a cat scarf, kind of. I have a cat muffler. Is the muffler ready? Is the cat muffler working? Sometimes I like to show Cinnamon videos of other cats online, like, oh, look at those cute kitties, look at how they meow and stuff. And Cinnamon's just like, go to bed. Go to sleep. Stop watching cat videos at 2 in the morning. You're supposed to be going to sleep. And it's like, hey look, it's a kitty. It's like you, Cinnamon. Except this one is louder. It's like, yeah, you should be thankful that I'm so quiet. Oh gosh, but it is... I don't know, it's quite a level up moment in Play Up once you realize that you can design a restaurant style where you don't have to be able to reach the front doors while you're serving customers. Yeah, once you realize that you can just box it open, like there's an achievement for running a full day of a restaurant where nobody moves more than one space. I think I got that on accident. And it's like, that seems like so, like such an annoying thing to try to get, but like, no, that is actually just peak performance. Like, setting a customer on fire, that's a mistake. Oh yeah, then of course having restart day is useful, even though you can do basically a restart day in vanilla, but here... Table bonuses. How do I get negative table bonuses? What? 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 They took away money. Why? Smart grabber still only costs 30. This thing costs 30. And then practice mode, which is a default part of the game that you normally only get from going all the way outside the restaurant and hitting back. There's just a little mod just to make it into this. I don't think you can normally actually set these in practice mode. That's another mod. Normally you have to actually have a day at a restaurant and like watch this very carefully and set it during the restaurant. But then if you ever put something on during a restaurant day, you're kind of screwed. Yeah, 625 base cost is, what, 1,250. You basically need a discount desk to be able to eventually afford that. Don't want these to be upgraded anymore, but do still want them to be discounted. And also want them to be copied. We can do like... No, do like this. Alright, yeah, discount and upgrade. And that's just a discount. What else should be discounted and or upgraded? Or we could do like this. Have it be discounted and copied. And maybe upgraded. And potentially upgraded. We can still have one that's still all three. Alright, so grab another that for that. Grab another small... So, another grabber to put this on. And we only really need just the one. I feel like a portioner wouldn't be able to just take this out unless the portioner had a plate on it. So we need some grabber stuff for the plates. Yeah, portioner could do some good. We're going to want, yeah, we're going to want the ghosts for auto washing, aren't we? We will blueprints way over here. No. Okay. We just need this to be discounted. We don't necessarily also need it to be... We just want a discount. We just want it to be discounted. We do want another science desk. I don't think we need another conveyor. I think that's fine. Don't need a display stand. Coffee table could be nice. We got the portion already. Don't think we necessarily need bones. We're serving so much food that we are getting a decent amount of money. Science machine, there we go. This needs to be upgraded and can also be discounted. Okay, so it is... Oh, gosh. It is looking like we do want another blueprint cabinet after all. So that might take 15-20 minutes. Right. We should set this to what we want it to be, which is an enchanting desk. I only have one. But whenever I play with Azura, she's like, oh, there's two here. Must be something that you have wrong. It's like, no, I'm playing by myself. There's only one Azura. Oh, well, I see two, so it must be something... That's an issue that Azura has a lot. Whenever, like, something is, like, kind of wrong, she blames me. It couldn't possibly be something she's done or something that she doesn't have. No, it's my fault. I should just send to, like, the screenshot of this right here. It's like, yeah, when I played up by myself, there's only one enchant... Like, it can only upgrade into one enchanting desk, not two. Oh, well, when I'm playing with you, I say two. When I'm playing by myself, there's never two. It's like, well, when I'm playing by myself, there's only one. oh, this program isn't working. It must be something that you did. It's like, no, I'm running it fine. What did you do to mess it up? So I don't think I need 2 enchanting desks or 2 sinks. Alright, so 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, basically 13 again. Oh, we have an extra blueprint cabinet just sitting out here. For no particular reason. We just have an extra one sitting out, but we didn't have any blueprints to put in it, so I guess we didn't need this other extra one. After all. Do. 3, 4. Do. 5. 6. So now there's just the 6 left. Let's see if... 5 more. 4 more. So, right, restarting vanilla. If you can pause, save return to HQ. No, wait. I'm trying to remember exactly what it was. Wait, no, there was no save in the return to HQ in vanilla, was there? You would have to pause, switch out of the game, reload back into the game, and then there'd be an emergency like, oh, the game was stopped when it was still in progress save, which you'd only get 1 of. I'm pretty sure it was a mod that made it 5. That could have been a vanilla feature, now that I think about it. But I think it's a mod that changes up to 5. I don't know. But it used to only be 1 available. So if you, like, quit out, like, mid-game or the game crashes or something, you could load back in. Seeing the percentages on, like, the patience meters, that's a mod. Being able to access train mode just by holding down the ping button? Really not sure that's a mod, but the crane mode is actually vanilla, and what it used to be was that there was a mod where you could use your cursor to, like, move stuff around during, like, building mode. And that was an awesome feature, but only, like, the host could do it. And then vanilla introduced the crane, so you could move stuff around in the restaurant much more easily, because it was a royal nightmare to do in vanilla. Because it's a mod that lets you walk through furniture in build mode. Which is the biggest blessing. Because, like, as it stands... As it stands, in order to, like, oh, hey, there's new stuff, let's go and buy the new merchandise. You'd have to move stuff in your restaurant out of your way so you could leave. Which, like, sure, if you built so you could just naturally walk out anyway, that's fine and doesn't really matter. But if you didn't build like that because you're building for efficiency, so you trapped yourself into, like, the kitchen, you would have to untrap yourself so you could leave and go and do stuff. There have been times playing multiplayer before getting that mod where one person would just be trapped. It's like, okay, y'all go and buy stuff, I'll be here. so be down for playing a version of Played Up where, like, instead of getting, like, the option to just buy generic, you know, the same normal things and upgrade them, blah, 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 every day, you just get one new item from all of, like, the item catalog, or at least all of the useful item catalog at random. You just get a new thing. Could be upgraded, could be basic, whatever. Why am I losing money on table bonuses? Okay. So still going there just like that. Let's go in here, like, whatever. Wait, you upgrade a sink, you just get a random sink. So sometimes you just have a restaurant where you just use, like, a wash basin. And that's just what you're using for that restaurant. Okay. That's still way too expensive. So I'm just curious if this works. Okay. Okay, so you have to put a plate on it for it. Got it. So there, put one into that. And this can sit over here for a moment. With this. Actually, I feel like this wants a clean plate, so we can put that on there eventually. Oh yeah, and it's a mod to let us put the gray blueprint back in. Otherwise, if you pick up the gray blueprint and see, like, what it is and stuff, oh well, you can't put it back into the blueprint cabinet. Because they don't want you to, like, copy stuff and then, like, exponential growth. But a mod lets you put it in if there's a blue blueprint in there that already has the thing. Do I want dynamite? I feel like I might want dynamite. Here's 2 rugs a-growing. Actually, these are only at 15, and the rugs are still at 40. So let's actually do something here where we put these up a bit. So these are just going to be copied for a day or two. Okay, do I want the dynamite? I think the answer to that is no. So what I'm thinking is serve, like, 2 tables right down here. Yeah, serve the table or tables, and then just bring it up here to go back through, and then that and that. I can make it work, yeah. Go on a big loop this away. So reroll blueprints for extra rugs. Yeah, rugs are good because they stop messes, but they're also good because they provide the, like... Yeah, they provide the points for having a restaurant type without using up spaces. Most of the time, it's like, yeah, it costs 30 for one, like, icon, whatever, right? Like, look at this bookcase. That costs 40. Walllight doesn't use up a space and also costs 30. Fireplace is 100, but it gives 2, but it still takes up a space. Bookcase takes up a space, really half a space, but a space. It costs 40 for one. But yeah, a lot of the time... And the barrel, but you can use a barrel basically as a counter. Because you can put stuff on it, and it costs 40, and the plant gives you none. Gives you extra patience, and then the dartboard also only costs 30, but takes up a wall space, so you can still do something with the space underneath, blah blah. Rugs, I just prefer rugs. Because you can also you can still put something on top of a rug. You can move through the rug, you can put something on top of it. You don't have to just like fill up just like the back wall with 9 lights or something. And it stops messes. Its only downside is the rug is technically flammable, so if a fire is happening, then the rug will help spread the fire very quickly. But if you just don't make a fire, then there's nothing to worry about. And yeah, I think that's good enough to start this day. The pot goes in automatically, and we have this sink here, and yes. Actually, now that I think about it, I could legitimately just have a whole day where I just go like this. 1 out of 12 desk uses. 10 more to go. Yeah, one of the things I really like about PlateUp, and I know I've mentioned this in an episode a long, long time ago, is that it gives you the tools to automate, but it doesn't specify how you necessarily have to automate. But it gives you the tools to do stuff without forcing you to do stuff in their way. Like, some other game might have a thing like, oh, you put a plate in here and it gets cleaned, and like, but no, it's like you can conveyor it in. You can have like scrubber ghosts, so you could have like a dishwasher and just hit the button, or you can have a soaking sink. Heck, before the dishwashing ghosts came in, before the ghosts came in that could just wash the dishes automatically for you, I used to be just a huge fan of soaking sinks. And if you've been watching this series for a long enough time, you'll know how much I love my soaking sinks. I would just have like 6 of them, or some. I would just have a bunch of soaking sinks. Just have the plates go into all these various soaking sinks. But then enchantments came along, and you could have like scrub ghosts to automatically wash dishes in a sink, and then just, grabber them in and smart grabber them out. But then you could also have just enchanted plates, so you just put the plate back onto the thing, and it'll basically just clean them for you. And then the automatic restart, so you don't instantly lose the restaurant. I feel like the hardest achievement to get might be the set. At least the hardest achievement to get in vanilla would be set a customer on fire. Because that would take basically, I think the only 2 ways to make fire, and it's either with a danger hob or with a microwave. Because if you close a microwave and try to use it with nothing in there, it'll start a fire. Which is why we don't tend to use microwaves much anymore. If we do, we have to be very careful with them, because it has happened a lot where someone's tried to use one and start a fire. There's something nice and fitting about having customers order in fours, right? So then you can use up just the whole thing of plates. Yeah, the fact that the game gives you basically just bad quality tools to start off with. And it's like, yeah, do you want to buy this basic sink? It's better than one you have. You want to buy a basic hob? Like, the sink looks basically the same. The hob noticeably looks different. Are there other things? Right, and the plates, of course, look different. I think in normal vanilla runs, isn't it like the plates that tend to get upgraded last? Once you know that, like, the sink actually is better, so you want, like, a better sink, or maybe, like, an upgraded sink even, and it's like, okay, yeah, of course you'd want that. But, like, yeah, 4 plates is usually enough to last you quite a bit. But if you're using a hob, you want a better hob. If you're using a sink to wash dishes, you're gonna want a better sink. I think the idea for the phones is that people are calling in reservations, right? Like, the idea is that you're taking, like, oh, hey, you're... Like, oh, you want to come here tonight? Sure, come on down tonight. Or something. So, theoretically, it should lead to extra customers, when in reality, it just leads to the same customers coming in faster. But that could also work thematically in that you spend so much time on the phone that the whole day just basically passes you by. No. Two-star. And then it used to be right after, like, this star scene, you'd, like, buy like, you would jump right into, like, buying the things, so sometimes you get an upgrade that you don't want. Add butter and flour to pot and cook. Add milk and mix. Add more milk and mix again. Put spaghetti on plate and add sauce. Chop cheese and add. I really need to stop with the extra mains. Yeah, increased patience. Increased patience. Except not quite. Now you get increased patience. Customers will be more patient and understanding if you take your time. So we could totally just get a teleporter. And teleporters are usually pretty good ideas to have. So let's buy 1 teleporter. Okay. Five. 6. And 7. And then tomorrow we'll have the 8 and 9. And then Okay, so what do we want from here now? We have that, we have that. We can enchant. Right, we do want a scrubby ghost. Okay, so I guess the idea overall is that we'll automate the entire spaghetti making process and teleport it like to the tables. And let's start buying metal tables now. So you can have enough in a few days when we're ready to do all of this. And then we can basically just grab all of the plates off, put them up here, and then do that all again. Okay, so we want ghosts. Clipboard ghosts would be quite alright. Don't necessarily need them, honestly. Scrubby ghosts would be good. So if we could get Scrub Brush. A dish rag would also be good to have. Plates would be useful. It could be useful to get a few extra plates, yeah. Scrub brush. Do we even need a clipboard stand? That's my first question. Oh, would you look at this? An extra metal table, huh? Okay, so you're gonna have space in the teleporter. I think we'll get enough there. Really, stompies and a hob. We want a scrub brush, is what we want. So a wash basin, honestly, a wash basin would probably be a better idea than a power sink for these restaurants, simply because wash basin cleans 4 dishes at normal speed. Can't provide water though. But it washes 4 dishes at normal speed instead of 1 dish at like double speed. If you get 4 dishes at a time, which we do, it is faster. Yeah, wash basin is actually a good idea here. Trust me on this. We'll be good. Don't need the blueprint cabinet, it seems. We have the mixer that we want. Customer stabby, no. Oh, look, another smart grabber. That's neat. Tray stand and a mixer, no. Plates and hob. God, just enchant to the, I don't think we need an autoplater, but we will want to, like, manually use plates because we're going to want to put a plate onto this, portioner to portion out the pasta. Portion out the pasta. Oh, right, and we'll want another portioner to portion the sauce onto as well. Stack bin. No, 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 no. Am I going to need soaking sinks again? I don't. So, there we go. We're going to get 2 ghosts, which is usually the most that we can use at once. Unless we want to have both this going into both the power sink and into the wash basin and just do both at once. But I think wash basin should be plenty good. And then there's, I guess, the question of what do we do for the last one? Ordering terminal plus, we will eventually want a specials terminal. Coffee table? I guess we could have a few extra coffee tables here and there. So, okay, fine. So we'll do this. So 14 things. 6 groups, 3 of which can be inside. Oh my god. No, 13 things. 13 things to table. And it's raining. Oh no. 12. If I could do 2 between each customer group, or 2 before each customer group, that should be a good number. Okay, so I want to do 4 before the next customers get served. We have time, we have time, we have time, we have time. Look at this, there's only 6 left. There are only 5 left. And of course it copied the one that didn't need to be copied. Day's almost over. 3 more. 2 more. Are these the last groups, too? I think these are the last customers. Yeah, I think even with the perks, even with all of the perks of the mods, other than, I guess, the infinite free reroll one, they've ultimately, in some way or another, probably... I mean, the free rerolls mod did make it a lot easier, but, you know, serving 4 spaghettis at once. Also, the ability to bring so many things into the restaurant, which... I think in vanilla you can still only bring in 2 items. But now with mods you can bring in 5, which you kind of almost need to make these multiple dishes mod work. So unless you're only changing it to 2 per customer, which, you know, still twice as much work, you'll need to bring in extra plates. Because you start with 4. Unless you're doing just coffees. Turns out coffee, very easy. You could totally do a 10 coffee per customer restaurant. Meanwhile, I still have memories of struggling with just, like, 1 coffee per customer. To be fair, that was on Turbo. Where I was getting a new card every day. There used to be a mod to get a new card every day that I'd use sometimes just for the extra challenge of it. And they came out with Turbo, so I didn't have to use that mod anymore if I wanted extra cards every day. Why am I losing money for table bonuses? Why did this not get copied? Okay, I only need the 1 pair of teleporters, right? I think so. I'm pretty sure I only need the 1 pair. Okay, so. And this also didn't get copied because I totally forgot to copy both of that. Alright, so now I think that the overall plan is to have this somewhere around here-ish. Let's move this over here. If I do just buy this metal table, then I will still have 4 tables, right? So... Oh, shoot. Won't this be 4 tables of 1? All of that into the dirty dish rack. Which then takes this into a wash basin. Yeah, it'll be 4 tables of 1. Whoops. Okay, so whatever. Get out the tables, put them on here. Put all that into here. Honestly, I could also just run around and start just grabbing all of the dishes off the tables. That could be like my job, just to do that. But then, okay. So we have this and we have this. Instead of using all of this stuff, which I guess it could alternatively just be my job just to put everything up onto here. And just let that all wash itself. I guess instead of putting everything here, we could put everything up here. So... Okay, so what's the idea? We still need another combiner, ultimately. Or another portion or whatever. All of that just to get the plates up to here. Ah. I could even just get all of this stuff automatically going, but I know that I can't even do that much. So there, and I guess take the plates and put the, like, sauce on them there. Okay, so we have this. We have this for this. Boom, 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 boom. And we have the pots being put on. So this is making all of this. Then we have this, I guess, here or something. So boom. So this has a plate with spaghetti sauce on it. We would need another combiner. Yeah, I don't think we need a portioner. We need a combiner. Alright, 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 alright. 15. This costs 8. So this can go up here. There we go. Alright, there. And then just put a bunch of extra stuff down here. Trying to automate. I don't have everything that I need for automation yet. Alright, so that's there, that's good. That's doing this. So the tomatoes go to there. So there, so we need another portion of there. And then we need a smart grabber that can take all that plated stuff. We can't throw this one higher, but could we just flip this around and do this lower instead? Any chance we could have this just be here? Not really. We could have it be here. And then take out of that, maybe? Bum, 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 bum. No, because we can't have that be like that, and we can't do that there. We can't do this way. We could almost do it like this, but not quite. We could just do it like this. Move everything way down off to the side here. Have that be there. Boom, boom, boom. Have that go there. Have this go about here. So this fills up all of that, nice and good and well and all that stuff. And then that. And then we have all of this going. And then we take this and put it into the teleporter. So we need one combiner to automate all of this. And then we'll need to fix up all of these tables to make this actually work out. Goes there, that goes, I don't know, there or something, whatever. So second coffee table? No. Okay, fine. So all this is... So set this. Go to practice mode and set that. Leave practice mode. So we need one combiner. We need a combiner, but we also need more tables. Because as it stands, we do not have... I don't think we're going to have enough tables if we do all of this. But we could do some weird thing. I'm just trying to think of like how we can set this up make this work, because we could have 2 tables of 2, even when we set up the teleporters. 2 tables of 2 would still be fine. Like, we don't need 4 tables of 1. So I don't think that works. Right. But yeah, we can now have go right up there and go right up there. I think ideally we would want it so they both go into here from like different sides. So like if we do like this, that goes right across, that curves up, and then set that to go up with the dirty dishes. And then we can even set extra coffee tables around here. Alright, so that's gonna do that, that's gonna do that. So yeah, 2 tables, we still have extra coffee tables coming. What do we need? Combiner. And we still have another scrubbing ghost just ready to go. Do I want to grab a clipboard stand for clipboard ghosts? After 1 day of doing 2 jobs, I'm not going to have to do any more jobs. If we find a metal table, I'll put that into duplicate and discount. Portioner, I do not have the mod that upgrades into Combiner. Combiner? That was something that we wanted. We just need 1, though. Gosh, working with the blueprint cabinets with the crane is so annoying. I think that is all we need, right? Because we just need combiner to go right through here. Grabber, grabber. 1 rotating, 1 straightforward. That's what we're duplicating for. That's all we're going to need. We don't need to buy an extra smart grabber. We don't need the gas override. We don't even need the extra plates. The extra washing ghost is going to be good. Like, I guess we could discount more coffee tables. 5, 4. Hey, look, a microwave. We can start a fire. 3. No. 2. Discounted customer stabby just for the sake of just having this. 1. And no. Phones, I guess. Once we get enough stuff, we can just slam the phones. Yeah, because we can only have 3 customers inside, which is not a lot. I would like to find more metal tables just to be safe, but it looks like that is not oh, coffee table. So start with this to get a few extra dishes going through. Alright, start the day, I guess. You know what, do this. Just for the sake of, we might want extra plates in them. Oh, right, I also want the automatic ordering. Yeah, of course, I have to go up here and clean that! Wait, can one scrub ghost not clean with a wash basin? You need to? I could almost did it. What? Help the ghost wash. Yeah, I think one ghost... Because the wash basin has a weird mechanic that we can't see right here. Where it, like, goes up and then down. Like, if you stop holding down the button, it, like, stop washing. And ghosts don't just hold down the button, they basically just press it. Every so often. So, like, they get most jobs done occasionally, but since the wash basin has such a heavy factor of if you stop washing, it stops cleaning, a single ghost might not be able to use a wash basin. So I should have probably actually just put the power sink in there. With two ghosts, hopefully it shouldn't actually still be a problem. Okay. So, let's see. I didn't do the desks. 1 iota. I totally forgot about desks. Whatever. I just need this one ghost scrubber. And boom, that's good now. So that will be a big help there. And, this will be a big help here. Alrighty. Let's do that way. Let's do this. Let's do... Oh, right. Doesn't have this next to it. Not trying to upgrade, and now it will. Okay. I can still just afford this. So this will do a lot of good for that. So I don't need this anymore, and I can just put this up here. So basically, I'll just stand here and just go bloop, 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 bloop. And then also go and do all of these desks. Like, I do think that I kind of want more space to hold things after that, but I can't use a frozen prep station for that. Like, I could just use more grabbers and... just more grabbers, ultimately. Unless they can... What, just get an extra conveyor belt or a grabber or something and just upgrade 2 at once and... Okay, put this here. Alright, so this should hopefully... Alright there, so there's like a basic line of like 4 ready to go. Restart the day, because now I have an idea. Whenever it comes up, prep station, no. No, it's a very rare one. But the thing that allows customers to just order automatically, because we're going to need that, maybe not necessarily for today, but we are going to need it. So I should go and get one to upgrade and get the thing to upgrade into that thing. The ordering terminal upgrades into the specials terminal, and the specials terminal, there's a mod to make it so it will just automatically take orders. The ordering terminal by itself allows you to take a table's order from anywhere in the restaurant or wherever the ordering terminal is. Upgrading to the specials terminal is supposed to allow you to basically change a random table's order just by interacting with it. Alright, so with 2 ghosts, hopefully the wash basin will now actively be poured. 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a time warp. Oh, drat, it worked a bit too fast, huh? That's why I want to put at least 4 extra dishes in. So what, 12 left? Yeah, 12. Maybe I should just replace that with just the power sink. It only does 3 out of 4 because it cleans them fast enough that the 4th doesn't go in. I didn't toss the power sink at least. I still have that here. And with how slow it takes to take the plates out. Yeah, can I get like a conveyor sink? It washes and it also pushes. Yeah, I'll just replace that with just the power sink, I guess. They'll say that I love the wash basin. Don't worry, just washing the floors. You see, that's the thing we do in the nice restaurants to make it nice and pretty. When you make messes on the floors, we have to clean them. The floors and the messes. Alright, side dish. From 9 groups down to 7 groups. But that also means we get rid of these tables here, you see. And then we take oh my gosh, stop! Alright, so boom and boom. And we take one of these. no, that's still a table of 2. That's now a table of 3. We do this and this. We also have this. Okay. Alright, perfect. So now the tables should automatically clean themselves off. And it goes to that, that does that, that does that. We take one of these. So we could have a grabber, but I think, like, we could have a counter in between these grabbers, but having the 2 grabbers makes us go faster overall, so grabbers, yeah, as opposed to even just conveyor belts. That's all well and fine, and that can still just be that, and that does that, and then we have this. Or just put somewhere in the restaurant. And I think that, yeah. So now we still just want extra conveyors, basically. No, I think 2 tables is fine. And then, yeah, just have this put down. We serve that. And then we want 3 conveyor belts. Two more conveyor belts. Still 2 more. Yeah, power sink instead of wash basin. Because I'm pretty sure that's the power sink. One more. Extra blueprint cabinets. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. No. Come on. I know that we can make it. I know that we can find it. Oh, gosh. Sorry, I just had flashbacks to the, was it? Blueprints have random costs to them. So Zero and I are just re-rolling until we have blueprint that costs 0 that we want. But also, whenever you buy a blueprint, it gets replaced with a random blueprint. So you buy something, have something new in its spot. But there's also the, when you buy a blueprint, it's a 50-50 chance it gets replaced with another copy of itself. So we just flood the restaurant with blueprints. We'd have dozens of blueprints just all throughout the restaurant. And just be completely flooded with them. It was insane, but also made the steps take 4 bloody ever. I mean, might as well discount this one, because we can. These both cost 20. Fine. We're going to need more conveyors than coffee tables anyway. Can't really put in that many more coffee tables. I mean, we can put in more coffee tables. We have room for... You know what? Screw it. This still costs like 30, so that'll be there. But this... and this. And there we go. And let's start the day. And... let's start the day and immediately put 4 plates in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plates can just be... so we can have 7 extra clean plates in use. Since they're just 4, I might as well just put in all 8, really. Oh right, yeah, the bin! Gosh, I always forget about the bin. You almost never need the bin. The bin is there. Most of the time, I think the bin is just there for, like, if you accidentally make the wrong thing so you can throw it out and you don't have to waste space. When playing, I'd usually just, you know, find an extra counter to put the mistake on. Or just don't make the mistake at all. And just be fine. I think I want an extra rotating grabber just so those 8 plates can just go right into the loop. But it's really likes to happen like, oh no, all of the plates have to be in the loop, and oh no, we need to buy, you know, dozens of extra plates. That's like, no, we don't really need lots and lots and lots and lots and infinite amounts of extra plates. We can be okay without, you know, infinity amounts of plates. And yeah, looks like my job is done. So I might as well just be near the tables to increase patience, really. Six. Yeah, if you notice, like, the once, like, spaghetti will stop because it has to be, like, fully pushed to get it there. And, oh, the tomato sauce is running thin. God, do we need another mixer? Well, we can't get another mixer today, unfortunately. What we can get is a blue floor. Nope. No, I like this. Okay. Basically, just rotating grabbers the whole lot. Alright, so... yeah, perfect. And then we can have that and that and that. Yeah, there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Honestly, if I hadn't used the phones, that would have been fine. Oh, right, they don't know that they can walk through ghosts. No, that has to be there because that will make a mess. Alright, and then... Oh, right, no. Right, because we want this. To go like that. And you're supposed to only be able to change that during the day as well, but there's a mod that makes it so you don't change it during the day. The mod is very nice and thoughtful about that. And, yeah, so there. So this should help make it so we have a few extras to go all the way along through there. All of those are rotating grabbers, so all of this will be fine. Oh, right. Ta-da! And we don't even have to add the extra plates, but what we can do is add a little bit of cutlery. And then just go about our day like this. So it does take longer for, like, once the food is made to reach the table. We will also want to get one more thing of plates, I think. We'll want to get one more thing of plates and also get stuff to basically replicate... Yeah, we'll want to get another rapid mix-up as well. To replicate the tomato sauce making phase, because that seems to be a bit of a bottleneck right now. When we have so many customers, we can only make tomato sauce so fast. A lot of the time, the bottleneck is just the speed of grabbers. Oh look, this customer comes down. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Go down to the restaurant? Yeah, can I get your unlimited spaghetti? Yeah, thanks. I want the infinite spaghettis. The infinite spaghetti is 4. You will eat 4 plates of spaghetti. I really like that the magic fountain also drains the pot. I think when spaghetti was first introduced, so I played it, and I made an automation thing for it. And it was, like, I didn't think it was possible, but then I did it, right? Like, Okay, but like, what if we do it like this, and then this, and then we just have this, like, here, right? And then we just do... Okay, but also what if we do, like, this, see? Then we just have, like, another mixer going. Practice mode, so this immediately gets some tomato sauce on it. It registers that it needs, that's what it wants to pick up. Nine groups. So that goes like that. That goes there. Wait, that could be like this. And that. I'm just thinking how we might want to do this, just to make this... Oh no, drat. Only one goes this way. No, 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 no. Nah, just keep the washing outside. Oh, whatever. They want to make more of a mess. They don't really make more of a mess. Because there's nowhere to make a mess. Yeah, just all of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's enough for a big table right there. We want extra plates and we want a rapid mixer. Extra plates we can just buy. Rapid mixer we can just buy. It's what, 120? It's only 60? Extra plates, extra plates, extra plates, extra plates. Yep, the dish rack was useful, yep. One extra thing of plates whenever we can get to it. No. Maybe 2 things of plate. Auto plater. Actually, no. Because we need to put the stuff on the plates. We can't put the plates, like, under the stuff. And there. 8, 16, 24. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12 of the extra plates. So There can be a clog up of 4 extra plates somewhere in the loop, but with how fast this cleans, the clog will probably happen right here, which is totally fine. Yeah, Zero just like wants like, oh, the plates have to touch like every rack. Like, they don't really. There's extra 16 plates. 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, right. There might be a clog up of 4 extra plates around somewhere other that don't wind up getting used. But that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. As opposed to 4 plates. Actually, we don't even need this yet. That's what I'm hearing. We don't need those plates yet. God, imagine just using the enchanted... Imagine just using the enchanted plates for all of that. Yeah. No. And then that's fine. No. And then... I guess we just do tables? Just leave everything else to be fine? So yes, welcome to Plate Up, where the job is already done. With how quickly that the pastas are getting made. Oh gosh, with so many extra... Yeah, the 4 extra backup is on the dirty dish rack, honestly. We totally could just include those 8 extra plates. Like 1000%, we could just put them on there, and that would be fine. Yes, of course that it's a mod to turn the regular looking customers into cats. It's a good mod. I'm pretty sure that it does not affect anything mechanically. I'm decently certain that it's just an aesthetic change. Gosh, I'm gonna miss this crane. Eventually having to make sure that I can actually go around to everywhere is going to be such a negative difference. Side dish. Selected groups, only 8. Yes, with all those extra, and now we're definitely... I'm pretty sure we're definitely making enough tomato sauce for everything. This should be fine. Yeah, all of these grabbers are just here to make sure that the custom meals can be served fast enough. Honestly, I could totally just have this snake all the way down to putting the food directly on the tables. Boom, and then maybe a smart grabber to pull off of that. Right there, maybe that would work. That would probably work. And then a rotating grabber for that. Yeah, honestly, I don't think I even actually necessarily need the teleporter. I can just pull this food directly off of everything else. And just send the food going straight down here. I would need another metal table. Yeah, as it stands, yeah. But it's fine. And then... do I need anything else? No? Okay, then. Yeah, by the time the plate makes it to the next area, it's all good. Gosh, it is such a well-oiled machine. I'm just staring at this right here and just... it all just looks so good. It just does the job. And it does the job good. Perhaps we should consider getting these extra plates that I have stashed away down here. Oh yeah, and tossing the items outside and selling them for half the buying price, that's a mod. That directly helps because it directly gives you money. Before, you just, like, put stuff outside and you can sell it. Also, like, we sell broccoli and corn here, but I don't actually have any. That's a mod! Otherwise, you'd have to have some back room dedicated to just put all of that extra stuff into. Because you have to theoretically be able to make every ingredient that you, every item that you sell. At least theoretically. Why are my table bonuses so negative? What's with the pessimistic table bonuses? Pessimistic. Can we just go? We just start. 2 more days. Yeah. By the time the pasta is ready to when it actually gets served to the customers, yep, definitely takes quite a while, but like the ideal is that I fill up the entire conveyor belt line with spaghettis, which doesn't happen if I just slam the phones immediately at the very start of the day. Yeah, see, I could have fixed things up with those plates to make sure to have extra plates in use and all that. At this point, the only way to really make it go faster is if I had a whole secondary thing also skipping. I mean, theoretically, I could have two portioners pulling out of the spaghetti pot to take out of it twice as fast. The two individual things I have making tomato soup, one combines into the first, one combines into the second. And then grabbers to pull out of both to put into, what, the same teleporter? Like, theoretically I could, but with just today and one more day left, it's not worth it to try. Two more plates? Nope. Oh, right! And normally, the table things that you apply, like, why do you get, like, 8 forks? That's so overkill. Because it's supposed to only work once per customer. Like, the customer group uses it, and then it just vanishes. So you have to put it down again for the next group. That's a mod that makes them stay. So, yeah, without that mod, the table bonuses are pretty much useless. Since, yeah, they'll only last for one customer group. However, if you're doing the, what is it, the autumn one? Oh no, there's too many plates. They're jamming everything down. Okay, no. Okay, now plates can enter and leave at the same rate. So this might actually be fine now. Legitimately, the bottleneck is just how fast the grabbers go. That's ultimately all it is. Oh gosh. Yeah, when I started doing this 2 hours ago, I wasn't expecting this to take 2 hours. I was expecting like an hour, maybe an hour and a half. A normal 1 to 15 restaurant takes like an hour. But considering I have to make and serve 4 times as much food, and I spent quite a bit of time in like prep work and preparing to make and serve 4 times as much food, it's no wonder it's been taking like twice as long. When that Turbo Coffee restaurant took 2 hours, I was surprised. Why are my table bonuses negative? Variety isn't supposed to increase the percentage. Well, that's been... And of course you can just abandon. I don't know if it was like an add-on, like a mod or an update that allows you to abandon in like build mode. Because you normally have to just lose during normal surfing. Oh yeah, earn less money. Yeah, that's why I always felt broke. That's why I wasn't so as well off as I should have been. But yeah, that was 4 times the spaghetti. I'm gonna try to do it with it. Using this mod with all of them. With all of the vanilla dishes. There's still a few left to go. Steak is going to be a nightmare. Salad might actually be pretty... Salad should be really easy, I think. Salad's probably going to be really easy. Steak is going to be a nightmare. Dumplings. How do I make dumplings again? Dumplings are 3 stars. Oh, right. Okay, right. Knead the flour, add water to make dough. Chop carrots and meat and add. So you make the dough. You chop a carrot. Put it in. Chop the meat. Put it in. Roll it up. Cook. It cooks like super ultra fast. And it, of course, needs a plate. Dumplings is also going to be annoying, but at least dumplings is consistent. Unlike steak.